Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to discuss the research process. As I have already discussed in the introduction to research methodology, the very basic concepts of research methodology, what is research methodology, and characteristics of research and things like that, the basic concept, right? So here we will discuss about research process. So as I already told you in the characteristics of research, that research is a systematic process, right? So something that is process, it can be done in step by step, right? So there are steps in research that you have to follow, and this is the called research process, right? And you have to follow these certain rules, or you can say these steps, which are set by uh, researchers, right? And under these areas, dimensions or parameters, you have to do your work, right? So research is a systematic and orderly and controlled process. So many steps are involved in research process. So we will begin with observation. So research begins with the observable experience. Obviously research is based on your experience or daily life experience, right? The very basic purpose of research is to solve a problem, right, in daily life. So once you have, first you have to observe that problem. Obviously you have to observe that problem, and mixing up with your experience, you just came up with a solution. This is the basic motivation uh, behind conducting any research work, right? So observation is very first thing, and then second step is to identify the problem. Yes, as I already discussed, research is conducted to solve a particular problem. So you have to identify that particular problem on which you are going to conduct your research. And it is the most important thing in research, to identify the problem. Once you have identified your problem, it felt like half the your research is done. Obviously finding and formulating research problem is most difficult task to do, right? When you were assigned to come up with a research problem, to choose a research problem or the topic in which you want to conduct a research, or the area or the niche. So obviously in today's world, a lot of things have to be done, and the great progress in education, technology and things like that, every aspect has been explored, right? Almost. So the scope become seems like less, right? What else you can do, or innovative thing you can do, which has already been done. Once you just seek for the topic, and you will be amazed by finding the literature, right? That, oh, a lot of things have been discussed about that particular topic. So I'll discuss in a separate video how to identify research problem, a formulation of research problem, the qualities of research problem. These are very important. All of these steps are very important, right? And they just deserve for to be discussed in a separate video. Discussing all of them in a one video, it may take even hours, many hours, right? So obviously I'll discuss each of these steps in separate videos as well. So the primary motivation or the purpose of this video is to let you know what these steps are, right, in research process, and I'll discuss them obviously in separate video. So second is the research problem. right? You have to look for the researchability of that topic. You have to go for your literature review, right? Literature review will see, that is another very important aspect of your research process, literature review. And third is, you have to state, yes, this identify and state research problem, and you have to define variables, right? I will also discuss variables in separate videos as well, the kind of variables and things like that, right? So variable is the major idea to be investigated, dependent, independent variables, and some other kinds as well, right? And then research objectives, right? You have to set some objectives for your research, and this research objectives, that they give direction for your studies. So what should your objectives be? They are realistic, feasible, achievable, right? Reflection of your research problem and variables. So you have to draw other things in the light of your research problem, right? You have to define your variables, research objectives. They can be set in the light of your research problem. So research problem is very important, as I already told you, right? And once you select your research problem, half of the work has been done, as I already told you. And when I was given a task, right, of synopsis writing, even it took me more than 15 days, right, for selecting a research problem. I just go through the literature review and all the things. The more I read, the more I become confused, right, about things. And ultimately, after 15 days, I just select my research problem. And within 5 days after that, I just completed my synopsis. I will discuss with you the synopsis as well in detail, how to write synopsis, and the synopsis that I have created, and what it takes to write. I'll discuss with you. And sixth step is to delimit your research. As you know, there are vast topic, right? You have to move from general to specific, right? A general area, and then delimiting your that topic to a very specific thing. So delimitation is there. And then you have to delimit your research to one agenda or one idea to attain focus, right? And seventh step is formulate the research hypothesis or research question. So some research have research hypothesis and some have research questions based on the type of your research, right? Hypothesis used in qualitative research, and research question are used in quantitative research, right? So it is based on your research whether you use hypothesis or research question. And what is hypothesis? Hypothesis is an assumption, right? Or it is an supposition which is based on your observation, or it is a statement that is tested to be true or false. We will discuss this in detail as well. And eighth step is your research design, right? The methodology, the type of research that you will conduct, whether it will be quantitative or qualitative. So I'll also discuss these types. These are very important, and we will differentiate between them as well. And there is another type as well, which is called mixed method. And we will, another step after that is data collecting tools, right? Collection of data using different tools and instruments. And then analyze, data analysis is there. And then you have to conduct discussions. After that data analysis, you go for discussion, findings, conclusions, recommendations, and at the end, reference is there. So this is the research process, and in the next video we will discuss research problem. Thank you for watching.